Hey mamas, welcome to day 9 of the 21-day postpartum ab challenge. So today we're going to continue to work the deep core and pelvic floor with some more advanced movements. So we're going to start out on our backs and advance on some of the movements we actually just did in the previous workout, day 8. So make sure you've been following these in a sequence because that is going to only benefit you from here. So that leg extension with the knee press, instead of holding it this time, we're going to lift that knee over the hip, press both hands into it, and then take this leg straight up. We're going to slice it down and up, down and up. And as we're moving this leg, of course this leg is active, we're keeping it straight, pressing lower back toward the mat as we lift and lower. But in this front leg, we're also active, keeping the knee over the hip 90 degrees and then pushing hands into that knee. And what that's gonna do is fire the core muscles on the opposite side. So everything is working simultaneously. And we're keeping tension on the core, even at the top where this could be relaxed, but this little press of the knee is keeping that tension on even at the top. So you're keeping the core engaged, getting a little more bang for your buck. I always like to give you that. One more and we'll rest. Gonna do the same thing other side. And if you can't take your leg all the way down, you could see I was going pretty low there. You do not have to go all the way down, just hovering above the floor. I'll show you a modification here. So you can stop here, 45 degrees. Just shorten the range a little bit if you're starting to feel like that lower back is lifting or just compensation. You know yourself best. And I always suggest if you're kind of new to these movements and haven't done them very much, look in the mirror if possible, line up a mirror so you can kind of see what you're doing, what your core is doing. Even for myself, sometimes it's hard for me to know what I look like, right? I only see it back on camera, but the more you do them, the more familiar you become. You know what your body is doing, what it looks like, what it should feel like. Use that exhale to lower. Inhale on the left, keep pressing into that opposite foot, or opposite knee. And rest, nice job. Okay, now we're gonna advance that move and we're gonna do a single leg extension. Starting with both legs up, we're gonna drop one at a time toward the floor. Now you can do this with bent knees to modify or extend both legs up. We're gonna lower slow and control with the breath. If you can, tap that heel down on the floor. Inhale as you bring it up. Lower, exhale, opposite leg. Foot can be pointed or flexed. Control, control. You can go a little faster on the up, but as you come down, I want you to think slow and intentional. What's that deep core doing? What's your back doing? It's not about how many reps you get. It's not about how fast you're going. The speed does not increase the intensity in most of these exercises. Going slower and really feeling that core control is what's going to give you the benefits. And rest. Whew. All right, we're going to move on to a side forearm plank with a little leg raise. So we're going to take the bottom forearm 90 degrees, bend the bottom knee, extend the top leg. We're gonna lift it to the front, tap it to the corner, lift up in the middle, tap it to the back corner. So we're going up, middle, front, tap down, up in the middle, back, tap down. So just extending that leg a few inches out to the side. You don't have to go very far out front. So this is great to work the outer hip and glute muscle. And then we're also working those obliques, the deep core and pelvic floor here. I recommend exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. I like the hand on the hip, but you can take it up here. All right, rest. Same thing, other side, just flip around mindfully. Exhale, lift, engage pelvic floor, deep core. We also want to pay attention to that forearm. Are you really anchored there? Shoulder away from the ear, and then that bottom side of the hip, the underside of the waist. Really lifted through here. Great for the core, but also a great leg day finisher if you're doing this at the end. Get a little core work, get a little leg, quad and glute work as well. Almost there, sub 10 seconds, we got it. Nice, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed day 9. We'll be back here for day 10. I'll see you then.